Another one of my favorite stories is this one from West Africa where there's this village that hasn't had rain in a really long time, and then this jester with a hump shows up and he tells this little boy, hey, if you just take a couple sticks and you really lightly pum on my hump, we'll have rain. So the little boy does that and he's like, cool, because the rain actually starts to fall. Well, Anansi finds out about this and he gets really excited because he's like, if a little tap is going to get us rain, then a big old schwaboom should get us a monsoon that fixes our entire problem. So then he gets a log and he goes Super Saiyan on the jester's hump and he winds up killing the jester. And it turns out that this jester is the king's favorite jester, and so now Anansi's like, oh no. So then what he does is he takes the body, he shoves it up into a tree, and then the little boy shows up and he's like, hey, have you seen the jester? And Anansi's like, I think he said that he was going to get some nuts out of that tree, and so the little boy decides that he's going to climb up to get the jester, but as he does so, the jester's body falls out, and then Anansi's like, this kid just killed the jester, like basically trying to frame this little boy for murder, right? But unfortunately for him, the little boy is smart, and he's like, so cool, thank you for this. And he's like, what? And the little boy goes, yeah, the king basically said that him and the jester got into a fight, and he's been saying that anybody who could bring him the body of the jester is going to get a reward. So, reward for me. And Anansi is like, no, I'm taking him. And he basically takes the jester to the king. And of course, the king's pissed off because it's his favorite jester. And he sentences Anansi to having to carry a really heavy box on his head for the rest of his life. And he says the only way that he doesn't have to do it anymore is if he could find somebody who will take the sentence on. And so then Anansi is walking around and he's complaining really loudly about how heavy this box is and that it's hurting his neck. And he wishes someone would just take it for a minute so that he can adjust his head. And an ant shows up and he's a bro. And he's like, yeah, I'll do it, bro. Just pass me the box. I'll hold it for you while you adjust. And he's like, thank you. So he gives him the box and then he's like, peace, sucker, bye. And he leaves. And that's why ants carry heavy things on their heads. Okay, bye.